Welcome to the Imaginative Storm Writing Prompt of the Week session. I'm James Nave.
I'm Allegra Houston.
And today, as we do every Saturday, we gather with a group of writers and we generate a piece of writing in 10 minutes, and we spend an hour framing that 10-minute timed writing opportunity. So we'd like to do the same for you right now.
So this is how we do it. We start off by sharing a prompt, which is usually an image, but this week it's actually a video. And because the video is 51 seconds long, we will play it twice for you. And during that roughly 2 minutes, we will ask you to generate a list of words, a list of single words or very, very short phrases, whatever pops into your head. It doesn't have to have anything to do with the video at all.
And this is a setup for what you will do afterwards, which is generate a piece of 10-minute timed writing based on the words that you generate. When you look at the video, glance at it, have an emotional response, have a thought, and jot that down. You may glance up every time you write something, or you may start with one thought from the image and then go from there and never look back at the image. However you do it, follow the intuitive beats that your imagination will offer you as you're generating this, and trust what pops out. And if the same word pops out 3 times, write it down 3 times.
So here's the prompt. After everyone has generated their own list of words, we go around the Zoom room and ask everyone to contribute one item from their list to create a community list, a kind of collective imagination. So here is today's list. We'll be putting it up on the screen again during the writing time, but it's nice to hear it read out, and you might like to write some of these words down onto your list. Here they are. Teamwork, love in touch, sisters, legs forever, scapegoat, hands on, ponytails mostly, hands holding hands, I've got you, well coached, chain, 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 helping down the steps. Are they from Turkey? Sponsored by Vodafone. Avoidance, the appendage of technology. Too big for the door. Those girls again. Lending a hand, taste life, no problem, bones, phone by phone, steerage.
So now you have our community list and you have your personal list. We're going to now move into the 10-minute timed writing. You might be wondering, if you've never visited us before, What do I do with this list? The list is an opportunity for you to allow your imagination to frolic around with combinations of words that you might not have thought of. We are asking you to give your imagination permission to lead the 10-minute timed writing and let your rational mind, which is part of this collaboration, join in the dance and generate something that might not make sense on the surface, but imaginatively, it runs deep and makes quite a bit of sense.
So, yeah, it's like a kind of partner dance, like a tango or a foxtrot. One partner leads, the other partner follows. The imagination leads, which it doesn't get to do for most of your waking hours. The rational mind really likes to lead because it likes control. So, following is not always that easy. Your rational mind may resist giving up control. It may want to be directing. I should do this. I should write this. No, that's wrong. Don't let it do that. Wherever your imagination wants to go, your rational mind's job is to follow, let it happen, and know that at the end of the 10 minutes, your rational mind gets to come back into control again.
So we'll time you for 10 minutes. And how about it? You can start now. So now you have a piece of writing didn't exist before, and it's never been read out loud because it just appeared. This is what we'd like for you to do. And we do this every Saturday on our Zoom call. And you're welcome to join us for the Zoom call so we can get to know you better. You can go to imaginativestorm.com and you'll find all of the information you need to join us on the Zoom call on Saturdays and also on Thursday between 6 and 7 p.m. Eastern time, and Saturday between noon and 1 p.m. Eastern time. So where was I going with it? I forgot.
Why don't I take it over? So yes, please join us in person on Zoom. And what we do after we write is we read what we wrote aloud.
That's where I was
going. Where you were going.
I got diverted.
we split up into breakout rooms. So we have an audience of maybe 5 or 6 other people. And we give life to the words that we wrote onto the page. We just read what's there. Sometimes people can't read their writing, but the wonderful thing about it is that you're very engaged with what you just wrote. There's no performativity about it. Simply reading it aloud, and you aren't in a Zoom room with 6 or 7 other people, but you are your most important audience. When you read aloud, you discover your voice. Your literal voice, but also your voice on the page. You help to push your inner critic. If you have a fierce inner critic, you're pushing your inner critic very organically towards what you like in your writing rather than what you don't like. And so you're moving towards what you like without having to criticize yourself. So take it seriously, this reading aloud, even if you are alone in a room. It's a really important part of our method. So put us on pause now and read what you wrote aloud.
Now that you've heard your voice speaking what you wrote, you now have it into the air, and who knows who will hear it, even if they might pick it up psychologically. Meanwhile, if you like what you wrote, you can go to imaginativestorm.com and find the link to our Circle community, and you can post what you wrote on our Circle community. And Allegra is going to give you a bit of instructions on how exactly to do that. And we would really like for you to join us there because we have a great collection of material that's been generated over the past 4 years, and we'd love to have you be part of our archive.
You go to imaginativestorm.com, scroll over to community, the Imaginative Storm community, inspiration and momentum, Imaginative Storm on Circle. Click on that. It'll take you further down the page, and then click here to go to the circle. It'll look a little different to you when you get there because you aren't signed in yet, but you make a username and password. It's free. And then you will get something like this. You go over here to prompt of the week. And here you will find all the prompts of the week that we have done for over 4 years now. That is a lot of weeks. And I will show you last week's as an example. So when you click on it, you will see the image that we used and the word list from Saturday and then from Thursday, and then what people wrote and commented on other people's writing. And then for you, you just go down to the bottom here. You'll have this thing saying, what are your thoughts? And you just type right in there, whatever it is that you wrote, and then click post. So you might like to know where that video came from. It is the Turkish women's, volleyball team, the Turkish women's volleyball team going to the Volleyball Nations League in 2025. And it was a video on Instagram posted by a Turkish sports outfit. I will put the link to that Instagram in the text under this video.
So we hope you have enjoyed doing all this work with us. We'd love to have you come by one of our sessions, which always are free, by the way. You can join us, always free. You can invite your friends. It's a little bit a party. It's a salon. It's a workshop. We have great discussions after we finish our time together. So the top of the hour brings us to the conclusion of the official work. And then as we move toward the rest to the second hour, sometimes all the way through, but not always, we certainly go for a half an hour having conversations about whatever we want to talk about, usually very focused on writing and creativity.
People join us from all over the world, literally from Rwanda to Japan to Australia to all over Europe. So please do join us at whatever time might be convenient in your time zone. And when you're on imaginativestorm.com, you'll also be able to learn more about our books for writers, our courses that you can do in your own time, audio course and video courses, and our in-person workshops online and retreats in person. As we make this, the next one is coming up in person.
Here we are.
The next one that's coming up is a 10-week online course of Write What You Don't Know, writer training, a sort of 10-week writer fitness challenge from September 9th to November 18th, 2025. And then there will be an in-person retreat in outside of Asheville, North Carolina from November 3rd to 7th, 2025. You might like to join us there.
That's it for now. There will be plenty more to come, and we hope you can join us and explore along with all the rest of our community. So for now, we'll say goodbye, and thanks again for staying with us.
Thank you.